What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC25 Road to Glory video where today we're going to be collecting and claiming our rewards from rivals. We're only into Division 2 but I'm doing alright. I'm not doing alright today. It's been a bit of a nightmarish day of playing the game today, to be perfectly honest. But we're going to claim our rewards. I am going to open some of the picks and packs that are kind of relevant for right now, which I'm really excited about. And then we're going to be saving everything else for Team of the Year. And I'm going to be saving hard now, guys, for the full Team of the Year, because I'm excited for that. Today's video, after the rewards, I've got lots of gameplay for you, lots of games in Rivals, just playing with this team. I tried some different formations, 4-2-4, 4-3-3s. I went back to the 4-1-2-1-2, but in general, I just lost a vibe with the game today. Yesterday, I was enjoying it. I was playing well. I was going up the divisions. I felt in control of the game. Today, I felt like it's my first day playing video games ever, and I just couldn't get it together. So we did still pick out some good wins and score some good goals and played some nice football, though, which I'm going to show you guys here today. But before that, let's get in our rewards. Right, so I am going to claim my Rivals rewards. Division 2. I got to Division 1, really, shouldn't I? I'll open the 87x2 review pack. And probably the Team of the Week pack. And the player picks. But otherwise, we're going to save everything else for Team of the Year. But if EA could just hook me up. I just want a Kylian Mbappe. You know what I mean? Just gimme the Mbops. Take Katoto. Go to the trade pile. Hold her there. Ooh, promo card. David Lopez. Big card. Mbappe. It's Edison. Oh, another promo card. Knobs. I'm probably going to hedge my bets and suggest that Edison's likely the more expensive player here. So I'll just take him anyway. Put him to the trade pile. Almost up to 200,000 coins again, which is quite nice. I don't know why it like organizes the packs like this now. It's really annoying. 84 plus Team of the Week player pack. Come on. Not a walkout. Of course it's not a walkout. Why would it be? Scott McTominay. Never mind. And then this 87x2 Season 2 and Review pack. There's a lot of Arsenal options here. Give me a first owner Arsenal player, EA. Ultimate Succession card. Right wing. Mexico. Eredivisie. Damn it. Bad one, isn't it? Oh, no, because the double walkout's changed now, isn't it? So we could have like a star. Damn. I mean, damn. That's quite nice. I mean, he's not like my bag, but I don't mind that at all. 92 Baresi. He's well cheap. Look at that. He's 100k, like. And then we've got Lozano as well. 5-star skill moves on Lozano. He's got a fun card, hasn't he? He's got a fun card. Baresi, hey, let's put him in the team. Let's play some games. I'm going to be setting up a new tactic for today as well. I am going to go back to my 4-1-2-1-2. So here we go. Let's do team management. Now we can go to... I don't want to import. How many default tactics can you get? Oh, here we go. New tactic. Right. Rush. To Ori. Not actually playing Rush, don't worry. Wouldn't bore you guys with that. But what we are doing is I'm going to play... I either want to play the 4-2-4 that I had in draft, or I want to play the 4-3-3. I reckon a 4-3-3 could be good with 2 holding DMs. Like that. 4-3-3. Right. And then we're going to go counter, aggressive. And then for roles, we're going to go inside forward ++ attack. We're going to go inside forward ++ attack. We're going to go advance forward attack. Going to set Erdegaard as playmaker ++ attack. And then Tomiyasu is going to be a wingback. No, an attacking wingback. And Alex Scott is also going to be an attacking wingback. Not quite as aggressive as the one that I had before, you know, trying to hold an extra couple of players back. But the idea is to absolutely overload the attack and use the switch balls to create chances. That allows us, Bukayo Saka back into the team. We'll pop Declan Rice back into that holding role. Trossard, Jesus, and Saka. Tomiyasu doesn't have any role in that right back. What does Ben White have? He doesn't have attacking wing back either. It's too bad. Let's put Kai Havertz back on team. How about ball winning on the defenders? I'm happy with defending. And the idea, like, this might go horribly wrong, but the idea is that we just absolutely bombard our opponents. So Baresi goes in at centre-back. What footed is he? Right-footed, love that. Get an anchor on him, I think. Yeah, very nice indeed. Gets that pace. Insane defending, insane physical, good play styles, defender ++. And then Lozano, we're actually going to use left wing. And Trossard shall use at striker. Or maybe I'll do that thing where we'll use Jesus at striker and we'll bring Trossard on as a sub in like the 60th minute and really try and utilize his abilities. Put Pires on over Sterling. So this is going to be the team. This is either going to be me tearing my hair out and frustrated and wondering why I ever thought this was a good idea, or this is going to be the new meta. Right, guys, with that, let's get into some of the games for today. Before we get into the comments from yesterday's video, just fair to note that I was having a nightmarish time today. I spoke about it a little bit in the intro there, but something just wasn't clicking today, and I found it incredibly difficult to do, like, literally to just function on the game. It's so hard to explain, but I just couldn't do anything. And so when I did get some like good things going, it felt quite nice. And I actually feel like, hilariously, even though I've probably played some of my worst FC this year today, I actually scored some of the nicest goals that I've scored this year today as well. It's a really weird twist of events. But one thing that happened, especially with the formation that I was using, the first formation that I started using, which was I picked a 4-3-3, this one here that I've got on the team. And I went all out attack because I tried it on draft and it was really, really impactful. And you can see here, like, Scott's up the field. Look on the mini-map, like Tomiyasu is already up there, Saka's up there. I've only got 2 defenders back and then 1 defensive midfielder. And I found myself really enjoying the play. Even when I was conceding goals and even when I was losing, I found myself really enjoying the play. And that was quite unique because it's very rare that you come out of a game of Ultimate Team after losing and think, that was fun, I just need to tweak a few bits. But what ended up happening was I was creating an insane amount of chances. Like, we are talking 15, 18 shots per game. I was having like 6, 7, 8 XG each game. Like, I was creating really good, clear-cut opportunities, like in and around the 6-yard box or the penalty spot, like lots of them. Yet I kept missing them over and over and over again. And so, because I was so attacking and I was missing my chances, my opponents were finding it easy to counter me, which was to be expected, and they weren't missing their chances. So I conceded more goals today, even in the games that I won, than I have conceded in the longest time. And so I decided to change out of the formation and try something a bit more balanced, but while still getting that attacking prowess. Because the thing that I really liked from having the kind of attack set up the way I had it is I didn't have to worry about player runs. The game just did it. And it's one of those things where it's like when you watch the pros play, they're using like the player run trigger constantly. They're bringing people in, they're sending people away. They're using player locks. They know where everyone's going to be. They move the players around. And I'm like, I can't do that and focus on all of the other things that need to be focused on in a game. I can't do that as well. I just don't have the brain capacity for it. It's not there for me. And so the fact that the game kind of did that part for me is what I enjoyed about it. But yeah, I did eventually go back to a different tactic in the end, back into the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, which I feel the most comfortable with, genuinely speaking. But let's get some comments from yesterday. Joshua Jones says, maybe if you started your best team, you wouldn't have been losing before making subs in every game. Of course, he's talking about me saying that I was starting the lesser players and subbing on the better players. He said, it's an interesting take, though. My only issue would be that 99% of people I play against rage quit in the first half anyway. Yeah, you're right. I actually only tried that whole, like, putting my best players on the bench thing for, like, the last couple of games. For the most part, I was using the best players at the start, and I was still going behind. And so that's why I was kind of like, well, let me just use them afterwards, because maybe they'll make a bit more of an impact. And Ryan says, the fact that you are playing this game for over 10 years... and only now you realize that subs can make a change is crazy, but cool video. It's not that I've only just realized that subs can make a change. It's more about not understanding the significance of the impact that they can make. And the reason why, like, I talk about that is because chemistry. As always, subs come on with, like, base chem. You know, it used to be 5 chem, whatever it is now. They come on with like whatever their in-game stats are. That's what they get. They don't get a chem boost. And so I always used to think that, like, a player with, let's say, 90 pace and a bit of stamina gone, like, or let's say a player with, like, 85 pace but hunter chem style that takes them up to, like, 91 pace or whatever. What would it take them up to? 93 pace. Let's say, you know, they get that boost up to 93 pace and they're down like 10 or 15 points in stamina or 20 points in stamina. And my option is, okay, I can sub them off, but I'm bringing on somebody with 85 base pace and they don't get a chem boost. That's at that point where I'm like, what's the point in making a sub? Because I'm not actually getting more of a boost. And so I know for a fact that stamina influences certain attributes, like things like passing, shot power, strength. I can't remember what else it influences. I think it's agility influences and stuff as well. And so I know stamina depletes those, but we don't know to what degree. And that's why it's interesting for me to be like, sometimes it just might not be worth subbing off a tired player or a fresh player, because you're not actually getting a better player. You're just getting someone with more stamina. And so that's why I never really like did it much and took it into consideration very much, because it just didn't feel like there was a point to it. Or if there was if we did get like a kind of boost from it or an impact from it, the impact was so negligible that it also wasn't worth doing. And what I tend to do as well is, like, when I look at my team, that, you know, Bukayo Saka, for example, I don't want to take Bukayo Saka off. I love him. I just want to play with him all the time, even if it's the right thing to do. So I end up, like, getting so caught into the starting 11 that I don't even want to make subs. But with the Evos that we've got, and with the sheer volume of Evos that we've actually got this time around, I actually like it a lot more, because it does give me the ability to use those subs, you know, whether it's Luis Skelly, Nwaneri, Marino, or whoever I'm subbing on. We get the ability to use those, and that's real fun, and that's real cool. So yeah, I'm absolutely more interested in using subs, but it's not that I didn't really know that they made a difference. I just didn't think that they made as big a difference as they do, and it's really hard to quantify it, because there's no, like, actual data that you can put side by side to say this is what they get at this amount stamina loss, this is what they get off the bench, or anything like that. Lily's World says, seriously, what is the point of saving packs if the players wouldn't be mainstays? For the same reason as opening the packs would be pointless, because those players also wouldn't be mainstays. So the point is saving the packs until we could potentially open packs and get players that would still be insane players. And don't get me wrong, like, my viewpoint might honestly change on whether or not I use a Team of the Year card if I ended up packing, like, one of the elite ones. Like, I haven't packed a good Team of the Year for the last couple of years, but for a good few years, I packed Team of the Year De Bruyne every single year. And he was in my team for so many games because he was just absolutely insane. So, like, for example, if I packed, like, a Mohamed Salah Team of the Year, I'm probably just going to use him loads, because it'll be a unique card and a really special event. So that'd be pretty cool. Steo Fan says, Nep dodged the bullet with Henry, coming as an SBC during Team of the Year. So he's actually not, and quite a lot of people thought he was, because somebody had posted, I think one of the leakers or whatever had posted, like, what we got last year's Team of the Year. And Henry's SBC was something that came last year's Team of the Year. And I think the community just misunderstood that it was about last year's, not what we're getting this year. So from what I understand from the people that I've spoken to and from what I know, we are not getting Henri Icon SBC for Team of the Year. Yeah, mate, listen, if he did come, I'd be very happy, but I don't think we are. And then last but not least, Kevin says, really enjoyed your chatting about Arsenal and real football. Even as an LFC fan, I love your opinions. Well balanced. If it wasn't LFC going for the title, I wish it was Arsenal. I wish Arsenal well. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully we win something this year, although it's not looking promising, is it? But yeah, the football talk and football in general. I love football, right? Like, you know, I've loved football since I was a young boy. I've been playing football, or I played football, you know, at youth level for Croydon Athletic and for Dulwich Hamlet. And I played for Croydon Athletics main team and in Dr. Martin's League back in the day. And I've watched football and I have loved football. And for literally since I can remember, since I was like 6, 7, 8 years old, football has been a massive part of my life. And I love talking about football and I love talking to people about football. And sometimes it is hard to engage with people on social media about football because there are rage baiters and trolls and people who just have like really wild, outlandish opinions. But generally speaking, I love talking about football, and I really wanted to transition a little bit into football over the years. But finding the time to do it is just sometimes a bit difficult. I tell you what's difficult, actually, not necessarily finding the time to do it. Breaking routine or putting something new into a routine is difficult. You know, like, for example, Instagram. I really wish I posted on Instagram loads, like just my day-to-day, you know, things I'm doing, Instagram stories, what I'm up to and stuff. But it's not part of my routine. So to pick that phone up and hold it on myself and be like, oh, where do I go? It's like, it's a bit daunting sometimes. And it's the same with like football talk. I'd love to start talking about Arsenal a lot more, or just football in general a lot more. But actually making that first piece of content and putting it online is a big undertaking, because I'm, as you guys know, with the Road to Glories and the YouTube channels I have, I'm a massive fan of like consistency and, you know, being dedicated to something. And if I'm not dedicated to something, if my heart is not in it completely and my head is not in it completely, I just won't do it. And you can tell that by like the UFL content that I did. I had a great idea with UFL. Like I wanted to grind up a free-to-play team and get the best team that we could, all those 91 rateds over time. But the game was just awful. Like, and so I just couldn't like bring myself to keep doing it. Even though those videos got really good views, especially for UFL content, I was really happy with the viewership, but I couldn't bring myself to turn the game back on again because I just wasn't enjoying it. And I want to know that if I do something with football, I want to kind of already have a plan of what I actually want to do, how I want to do it, and when I want to do it. And I haven't got there yet, but I would love to talk more about football. I would love to add football content onto a channel. I would love to transition into being more of a football-themed content creator. You know, when we get Goals Game, or if FIFA 2K release a game, or if other football games come out, and when new Football Manager comes out next year, I'd love to be more kind of like, I'd like to like delve into the whole football side of content, no matter what it is, gaming or real life, or punditry or opinion pieces or whatever, instead of just FC and FIFA. Like, you know, I'm 40 years old now. I feel like I've evolved a lot more beyond just FIFA. I still love this game, mind you. I still love playing this game, but I've evolved. I've evolved with it and evolved past it. And, you know, whenever I stream, which is most days on Twitch and YouTube, by the way, but whenever I stream, the amount of people that ask me about like football things, and it just, sometimes it gets into like a bit silly debates, you know, a bit stupidness. But sometimes we have some really good chats about football and some really good chats about things, and we learn some things, and we have some good experiences and some good experiments that we go through and stuff. And so, yeah, I'd love to start making more of that level of content. I just need to know in myself that I'm dedicated to it, because the last thing I want to do is like upload a football video one day, then like 2 weeks later, then three in a row, and then like nothing for 3 months. And it's kind of like, that's not what I want to provide for people in terms of that content. But very possible we might see some football content in the near future, which could be quite fun. But for now, though, guys, there's not a lot to do for now. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It might only be like 15, 18 minutes long. It might not be longer than that. But EA gave us basically no content today. So we're going to do the last run of daily stuff to get some packs saved and whatnot. Got a few Evos that I want to finish off in squad battles because they require goals, assists, or clean sheets. And then we're ready with this team for some more Rivals games tomorrow. And this is going to be the team we take into Champs. And I'm really hopeful that I've kind of got it together by the time Champs comes, and that I can hit 10 or 11 wins this week with this team. Because if I can, I'll be really, really happy. But if I can't, then so be it. But for today, guys, thank you as always for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. For now, guys, I'm out. Peace.